Hello students, it is my another lecture of biology for class 10th. In our previous video, we study the topic respiration in different organisms, and we also study the types of respiration. And now in this video we will study respiratory system of human. In respiratory system, a specialized organ is present for providing a large surface area for diffusion of gases. So the respiratory system include basically number one, lungs, lungs, and number two, associated organs. Okay. So, what location? Start with lungs. The location of lungs. Lungs are located in the thoracic cavity. Thoracic cavity protected by ribs. Okay. So let's start the different parts of the lungs or respiratory system. Let us start the structure of or different parts of the respiratory system of human with the help of this simple diagram. The first respiratory system start with your external near means nostril. The cavity of nostril is called nasal cavity. Nasal cavity open into nasopharynx. These nerve nasopharynx open into a pipe-like structure that is called windpipe. This windpipe include a box a box shape structure that is called larynx. It is a sound producing organ. Sound producing organ. The next part below the larynx is called trachea. Okay, trachea divide into two parts. When goes into the thoracic cavity and enter into right and left lung. Here it is called bronchus. uh, Trachea enter into the right and left lung. Here is it is called bronchus, and when bronchus enter into the lung, it is called bronchi. Bronchi again divide in 2 to 11 time and make a tree-like structure. That is called respiratory tree. The end point of the bronchi, that is called terminal bronchioles. Terminal bronchioles. Bronchioles enter or and into a balloon shaped structure that is called alveoli. These alveoli contain another different structures that are called, suppose one alveoli this type, then these structure called alveolar sacs. one alveoli contain 2 to 5 alveolar sacs, and in lungs about 15 crore alveoli are present. Alveoli also known as alveolar sac, sorry, air sac. Okay, so this is the simple diagram of the respiratory system of human. Let us again uh, write the all parts. Number one, from the start, with the associated organ. The first is nose. Number two, nasal cavity. Nasal cavity divide in three parts. First is vestibule. Vestibule is the portion where hairs are present. This part basically filter out the dust particle and large pathogens. This region also have some sebaceous gland. Next part is olfactory region. This region contain olfactory olfactory cells which sense smell. Basically, this part is responsible to feel the smell. Next, last third part of the nasal cavity is respiratory region. Respiratory region open into next part, that is nasopharynx. Okay, next nasopharynx open into trachea, which include larynx, oh sorry, number 4, windpipe. Windpipe include larynx, the initial part, that is sound producing organ. It is larger in male comparatively to female. Large in male. Second, the trachea. This is trachea. Trachea contain C-shaped cartilage rings. C-shaped cartilage rings. The function of the C-shaped cartilage ring is to prevent from collapse of trachea. Okay, next part is number 5, bronchus, then bronchi, secondary bronchi divide into secondary bronchi, secondary, tertiary, quaternary, means 2 to 11 time it is divided, and then the terminal bronchioles, then finally alveoli, and alveoli contain alveolar sac, sorry, yes, alveolar sacs. Okay, many alveolar sacs. So Some other organs, the lungs are covered in a cavity with a membrane that is called pleura. Other organ, pleura. And below the lungs, a connective tissue made structure is also seen, which is called diaphragm. Okay. Okay, next topic is mechanism of respiration. So respiration complete basically in two steps. First is external respiration, which include, it is a mechanical process. Mechanical process which include breathing and transportation of gases. Also include exchange of gases before the transportation of gases. Exchange of gases. It is before transportation of gases. Next, number two step is internal respiration, or it is also called cellular respiration, that takes place inside the cell. Okay. So let us start with the what is the process of external respiration. External respiration. External respiration include, first process is breathing, and breathing complete in two steps again. First is inhalation. Inhalation or inspiration, that is taking the air in lungs. Number two, exhalation. Of exhalation or exhalation of gases. Sorry, we are taking oxygen basically and exhale CO2. Next process is, what is the mechanism of inhalation and exhalation? Mechanism of breathing. Suppose these are your lungs and this is diaphragm. Okay, and these are your lungs. When you inhale, after a few seconds, a message transmit from the brain, and your diaphragm, that is dome shape in normal condition, will be flattened, will be become flat during inhalation. Diaphragm become flat. Okay, and your intercostal muscle that is present in your ribs, intercostal intercostal muscles in ribs expand. That result, your thoracic cavity thoracic cavity volume thoracic cavity volume become large. Volume become large. As a result, means diaphragm goes to downside and intercostal muscle expand. The result, thoracic cavity volume become large. As a result, uh, uh, because a low amount of air is present in the lungs and the high amount of air is present in the atmosphere. So for to the equilibrium, air easily itself enter into the lungs to maintain the equilibrium. And when these lungs are filled, after 3 seconds, your exhalation start. How the exhalation is start? Your diaphragm that is goes into the flat shape, that again goes to in dome shaped, means in normal shape. And your intercostal muscle again goes into normal condition. As result, thoracic cavity volume became small. As result, uh, pressure comes on the lungs. Pressure comes on the lungs, and the extra air goes into atmosphere. That is simply the process of exhalation. So now here you know that how the diaphragm and ribs and intercostal muscles which are present in the ribs help in inhalation and exhalation. Next process is transportation of gases. Transportation of gases. Exchange of gases takes place in the air sac with the help of the blood capillaries which is found in the alveolar sac. Blood simply the oxygen by the process of diffusion enter into the blood from the alveolar sac, where from the blood it is transported. First of all, oxygen, about 90 to 95%, 92 to 97% of oxygen is transported by a pigment hemoglobin. In short, we can write it HB, that is present in RBCs, red blood corpuscles. 90 to 97% is transported by hemoglobin. How the one molecule of hemoglobin carries 4 molecule of oxygen and bind with it and make a temporary compound that is called uh, oxyhemoglobin, HBO4. Oxyhemoglobin. Okay, this oxyhemoglobin dissociated into the tissue and release oxygen. About 8 3 sorry 3 to 8% oxygen dissolved in blood plasma. Blood plasma. Okay, next, CO2. How the CO2 transported? Number it is transported about 70 to 80% carbon dioxide transported in form of uh, in form of carbonates and bicarbonates. Carbonates and bicarbonates. Okay, uh, and rest some amount about 20% CO2 is transported by hemoglobin. CO2 bind with hemoglobin and makes a temporary compound, that is carboxyhemoglobin, HbCO2, carboxyhemoglobin. Okay, these carry 4 molecule. Okay, carboxyhemoglobin, and it carboxyhemoglobin dissociated into lungs and release carbon dioxide. Rest about 10%, 10% or CO2 is dissolved. Okay, very about 3%. 3% is dissolved in. It is not confirmed that rest CO2 is dissolved in blood plasma. Okay, so the important pigment is hemoglobin that provide red color to the blood. So here we studied the respiratory system and what is the mechanism of the respiration and transportation. In next video we'll study the next topic. Okay, thank you.